Well, no more question there. Okay, without further ado, please welcome the person who's responsible for what you're about to see, James Nguyen. Standing ovation. So welcome to the UK.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Birdemic has arrived.
Here, yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, England. Are you ready for Birdemic Shock and Terror?
I don't think you are.
Are you sure? How many beer have you drank? What have you smoked? Everybody here in the United Kingdom, and really appreciate all your presence here tonight at the premiere of Birdemic Shock and Terror in England.
You rule!
Yes. Birdemic Shock and Terror. A platoon of eagles and vultures attack a small, beautiful town south of San Francisco called Half Moon Bay. Many people died. Why did the eagles and vulture attack? And who will survive? I hope that after you watch this movie and that beyond a feel-good laugh and being entertained, a feel-good laugh, I hope that you walk away thinking.
Okay, we're going to do a...
I just want to say a few things. First, I want to thank Curzon Theater here,
Thanks for coming.
and Nadia, and for shooting my movie here. I want to thank Seven Film, our dad over there.
Thank you, Carl.
And again, I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, and have a great time.
We're going to do a Q&A with James. I'm sure after seeing this film you have lots and lots of questions. Like, what's your favourite bird? Thank you for staying, thank you for surviving. Birdemic, welcome our director, James Nguyen.
You know, I thought LA at the Silent Movie Theater was the best audience until I met you guys tonight. Yours is good as the audience as Hollywood, LA audience. Better. You know.
We've got about 20 minutes for questions, so if you have got a question, please stand up and we'll pick you and wait for the mic to come around. But I've got my first one, which is, lots of people talk about computer graphics, but the most amazing computer graphic I found was the solar panel presentation. $10 million for one slide. Amazing. Yeah. Seriously though, please just talk about how this film reached the wider public. What did you do in Sundance?
Yes, well, in late 2008, well, this Birdemic Shock and Terror, the actual production itself, starts in January, in the weekend, in January 2008. And it was like January to August in the weekend, and so we shot in the weekend because everybody has a day job, you know. So, and we finished that, and I submitted all the festival, and it got rejected all the festival. And so I told myself, hey, you spent 3 years of your life making this movie, and so at least try to get some distribution. You know. And so I told, so what I did is what you call like a cinematic football Hail Mary. You know, in America, you know, it's like a football where, you know, you're near losing and you only got one pass. That's it. You either pass or it's gonna make it, or you know, it's not gonna make it. You know, so by that what I mean is I got my production van out, put some movie poster on that, put some fake movie blood, and make some eagles and vulture noise, and just drive up and Sundance 2009. And And because there's a lot of movie distributor there, you know, they go there to look for new movies, and I got a lot of attention, all right, except the policeman, especially the policeman, yeah, you know. So they pull 3 police car pull me over on the main street, and they check my, they check my van, they check the blood, they check the poster, they check my driver license and everything, and everything was fine. And the last thing I remember what the police officer said was, "Hey, good luck with your movie." And yeah. And the rest, a few days later on, I got lucky and I met Severin Film, and we strike a deal, and here I am talking to you.
Cool. Is there any questions? Okay.
Is the film a metaphor for something? Go on.
No.
Come on! I could tell that it had a very serious message about global warming. That was the most important thing you wanted to get across. Do you believe something like this could happen in real life?
That's a very good question. You know, if you go ask the global warming expert, they have all this kind of like conference exposition. I think they had one last year.
Yeah.
If you ask one of these expert guys, a PhD from big university, they'll tell you that it's too late. That's for that even if the human race stopped emitting CO2, zero emission, right now at this second, that we're still heading toward disaster, because the last 100 years since the Industrial Revolution in the mid-19th century into now, we have basically polluted, the CO2, the ozone, that is beyond beyond repair. But I can say is that, I'm a little more optimistic. What I can say is that if we live green today in every ways, electric car, solar panel, your roof, and the human race go green and stop emitting CO2, maybe we can slow it down. And maybe that 10, 20 years from now, we have better technology. I'm from the Silicon Valley, that's where I originate from, and technology changes every 6 to 12 months. You got the iPhone 4 that's coming out in July with Steve Jobs, so it changes every 6 months. So perhaps there's hope. Perhaps that 10, 20 years from now that there is a way to slow down or fix it. And we can't fix it, it's probably some kind of high-tech Noah's Ark, out to the sea, or some kind of spaceship colony up in space. I mean, so that's how I see it.
James.
This guy here, the white t-shirt. Mike's behind you, there it is.
Well, I just want to say it's been a real eye-opener. I mean, there's so much attention given to international terrorism, but so little attention given to this very important topic of bird attacks. So what do you think the international community should be doing, and what should we be doing individually to better prepare should it have actually happened? I have only one hanger at the moment. Should I purchase an automatic rifle?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yes. I mean, in here is Birdemic Screening, eagles, and vulture. And it's a metaphor. It's just a metaphor. I mean, I'm a very patriotic American. You notice it's golden eagle. It's not the bald eagle. I'm a United States. I'm very patriotic American. So I'm very careful in terms of how I present it. But it's just as a metaphor. But in historic time, just like a bird expert, the eagles and vulture, the historic version of it, they're bigger. They did attack cavemen. They did swoop down and prey on the humans, on the human being, and they would peck them in the eye or peck them in the head and injure them, and they would die. The cavemen would die, or come back and finish the killing, and eat them. Eat the caveman. So that's true, But in this movie, it's a metaphor. It could have been Hurricane Katrina. You saw what Hurricane Katrina did to New Orleans. I mean, that's global warming right there.